the nurse them at me say, no, you can't do it. I'm like, what the Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl NIDA, and in today's video I'll be doing a story time for you guys because I've been asked and I've been saying I could do it but I haven't gotten the chance. I'm here, I'm prepared to talk about it. Why the camera look lean? Hold on. Yeah guys, so as you all know, I just had my baby. And I'm not even going to tell you guys the hospital. I'm not going to tell you the details. I'm just going to tell you the story because I don't want to implicate anybody. So let's start it off by saying the experience was terrible, guys. And I like how I look, like it's giving college professor. I like it. The glasses and the books behind me, it's giving studious. So anyways, let's get into the story time. Let's just start by saying, like I said, the experience was terrible, guys. I'm happy my baby is here and he's safe. That's one thing I'm grateful for, and I'm happy that I made it through alive. And that sounds dramatic, but to how the experience did bad, I have a right to be dramatic. So let me start off. May I start when I went into labor? No. Should I start there? No. I'll start from the start. So the evening before I had Eden, I started feeling contractions. Bear in mind, my cervix was dilated from the Saturday. I went to the doctor and he told me that alright, we need to prepare because it is basically time. So the Saturday, I had him the Wednesday. The Saturday, my cervix was dilated 2 centimeters. The Tuesday, I went into the hospital. I went in there Tuesday night. So Tuesday night, I was in there and I was feeling mild contractions, but they weren't strong enough. They weren't active labor. They were just mild contractions. Labor was coming on. So, my obstetrician, he was hoping that during the course of the night, my cervix would be dilated enough to give birth, so up to 10 centimeters. So, sorry, Eden was moving. He is awake. His eyes are open. He's just looking. But yeah, guys. So the lighting changed. I don't have on my ring light, so it's probably kind of dark. I'm just using natural light. As expected. Okay, guys, I'll be back. Guys, he's awake. Let me put this back on. I prefer how it looks on. Hi Blazy, you see baby brother? So yeah guys, I'm saying, hold on, let me fix my hair. I preferred how it looked before. So yeah, I'm saying, where was I? Yeah. So we're hoping for labor to progress overnight so I can go into, we're hoping for the cervix to expand overnight so I can go into labor the next morning, but that wasn't the case. In the morning, I think I was about 4 centimeters, and like I said, I was supposed to be 10, but I wasn't, and so they had to induce me. The plan wasn't for me to be induced. The plan was for me to have the baby naturally. No, nothing, just natural. Yeah, no induction. But I had to be because the concern was my cervix had been open for too long and I was already in there. So I'm like, why not? And I was already feeling contractions. So they were mild, bearable, like I said, but it was already, we had already begun. So I hadn't eaten. I got breakfast around 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 to 6, and I didn't eat it off because I wasn't aware at the time that they were going to induce me in the morning, and I wasn't aware that after being induced, like after the process started, I couldn't eat after that. So I ate some of it. I didn't eat all of it, and then afterwards, after I had finished breakfast, we started. I got the injection. I think the medication is called oxytocin. So they gave me the medication and we started. So all was well, everything did good. So yeah, guys, Lee just called me, so the camera stopped. As I was saying, so yeah, in the morning I was induced around 7 o'clock. My doctor came in and he was like, "Alright, you haven't progressed, so we're gonna induce." I was like, "Alright, cool." And then after that, they gave me the oxytocin, like I said, and initially the pain wasn't that much. It's probably like a 5. I could bear it. It felt like really bad cramps, but nothing I couldn't bear. So I was talking, I was laughing, I was still having conversation, I was still present, but I was still feeling pain. So at that time it was like 30 minutes apart, the contractions. I was feeling contractions but not close together. So in between them I could have talked, I could have done everything. I was normal. So around, I don't remember the time exactly, but they gave me another dose of oxytocin because I still wasn't there yet. Like my cervix still wasn't at 10 centimeters and I needed it to be. So they gave me another dose, and guys, that's when the pain started lick me. When I telling us say I was in pain, I mean in a pain like I've never felt before. It was terrible. And during this time, this whole time, they were doing cervical checks, which was painful as hell. Like they would push their finger up inside you and like twirl around to see how far your cervix dilated, and it was friggin' painful. Like painful, my god, it was so painful. They would hush papa, and they would do it like regularly. It felt like that to me. It felt like they were doing it probably every 2 hours, and it just still wouldn't reach a 10. Like it took so long. He just wouldn't come down. And then the nurses, she was like, she could feel his head, but he was not dropping. Like him just wouldn't budge, him wouldn't come out. And while they were giving me the oxytocin, they were giving me something to for me to manage the pain in my right leg. So them that inject me with pain medication as well. Guys, I forget, my last memory was when my cousin-in-law and his godmother came in. That was my last memory. Blaze, be quiet. That was my last memory. Like after that, I don't remember anything else. I'm completely black out. I don't remember anything else. Them come in, and I was pissed at Ty because I was like, why would you make them come in and I'm in this like state? Why would I do that? I was pissed. I was screaming. Like I went into labor thinking, listen, I'm not gonna be one of those girls where scream and pant up of them lungs and make up nice, be dramatic. Like I'm not going to be that. But guys, when the pain lick you, I swear to God, you can't control it. I could not control it. I was tearing. I went in there with like, honestly, I'm gonna do the video I'm doing at the road, packing my bag. That was probably the night before, so I had the same hairstyle. I'm going there with my hair neat, edges laid, everything, guys, and I want to see how I look during labor. I tear up my hair, like I grip it and I rip it out. Yo, I was in so much pain. It's friggin' painful. I am not doing that shit again. On God. No, let me not put it on God, because I love being a mother, but my God. So that was my last memory. That was the last thing I remembered. Like I can remember. It wasn't out of body or anything. I could remember. That was the last thing. Then I had something, like I remember vaguely my Ty's stepfather putting a blanket over me, and I was like, take it off of me. I don't want a blanket. I was cursing everybody. At least that's what them tell me. My dad cussed off everybody because I don't know, but they just angry in a pain. And guys, I know that like it's a fact that trauma, your brain blocks out trauma, but I've never experienced it. My brain completely block out. I was like, it black out everything that happened when I start feel pain to when a time for deliver. Like it's crazy. Like I was there and I was awake, but I don't remember anything. Like, it's crazy. So now, at the hospital I went to, they have a labor room, and then they have delivery, then they have postnatal. So initially, this was the labor. I was in the labor room around 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock? Yeah, around 7 to 8 o'clock. They said that I would know when I'm going into labor, because I would feel when the baby dropped down. So honestly, it feels like you want to use the bathroom. You feel like you want poop. That's how it feels. So I felt that, and I got up out of the bed. I remember this. Like, it's all coming back to me. The little pieces of it, I remember. I'm gonna get up out of the bed. She'll tell me, I tell her I want to use the bathroom. And she's like, no, you can't use the bathroom. It's a baby. I come. I'm like, well, take the baby out of me. Because him a come and him not come down. And my cervix was at 8 centimeters at this point. Still not 10. I need the baby out of me. Like, I could feel it. I'm gonna tell her, I'm gonna push. Whether or not she like it, but I'm gonna get him out of me. I could feel it. I was in pain. My feel same I come. Nobody was listening to me. That's the worst part of this. That was the worst part of my delivery. I did not feel her. Nobody was listening to me. Everybody thought like them on I'm crazy. So I tell her, say, listen, I am going to push the baby out, whether you like it or not, because I am in pain. Nobody not listen to me. Nobody not listen to me. And I was in pain. I started crying. I was like, nobody's listening to me. So then them call the whole time. Bear in mind, my obstetrician, he's private, so he don't work with the hospital. I was like, call him. I don't want to say his name. I don't want to call nobody name. I was like, call him. I need him to come because I am having this baby. They're like, I already called him on him way. I'm like, him not come fast enough. But Ty's explaining to me like that I didn't have like a proper perception at times. I didn't know how soon was the last call compared to now. I just know someone want him there and he was not there. I knew that I wanted the baby out and him never did it. So I was like, call him. And they're like, I can't call him and you're not fully dilated. I'm like, I'm going to have the baby whether you like it or not. I can feel him. That was the thing. I could feel a bit. I could feel him coming out, but nobody was listening to me. I was like, what the fuck? I felt like I was having a mental breakdown. Nobody never dare listen to me. And honestly, I love Ty so much and I appreciate him being there, but he did not know what to do either. He was there and he was supporting me, and he might do everything I'm gonna tell him to do. Like, he might tell me I tell him to sit down, and then him sit down because him there crowd me, and I was like, why are you staring at me? And then he's like, he never know what to do because it just irritated. I never feel tired listen to my either. I felt like nobody was listening to me, like I keep saying. So then I think my doctor came. Yeah, and I remember them rolling me out of the room. I don't know if I was still at 8. I think I was still at 8 centimeters because I remember them saying that. I remember them taking me to the delivery room. And we were in there. And I was still in pain, still screaming, still wailing. Like I said, the contractions were 30 minutes apart. Before, when I was at 4 centimeters, no, it was like straight. Like I was constantly in pain. There was no break in it. I couldn't get a break. That's how I know I'm in a labor. I couldn't get a break. It was a straight pain, I was just feeling contractions. There was no rest, nothing at all. So then bring me out of the room and they're like, all right, we're going to try to push. And honestly, I felt a sense of relief because I was like, finally, it's time. I can finally push him out. Finally get him out of me. Get him out of me. And then they were telling me that if I scream, it's going to affect the baby. He's going to be in distress. I'm like, I cannot help myself. I cannot stop myself from screaming. So how about you take the baby out of me? I was telling them, I was like, call my doctor. I want a C-section. I need a C-section because if not come down, I am in pain. I am in distress. He's in distress. We're both in distress. Give me the C-section. And that's the thing with doctors. Well, nurses, because my doctor wasn't there. The nurse, them at time said, no, you can't do it. I'm like, what the fuck? What? If I say, listen, me have pay my money. If I say I want a C-section, my God, oh Lord, is that so terrible? Give me the C-section. It's what I want. It's not what we're prepared for. But right now, that's the baby clearly now come. I've been on this oxytocin from 6-7 o'clock in the morning. It was now after 8 in the night. I am in pain. I want the C-section. Nobody never did listen to me. It's like me I tell them bad word. Nobody never did listen to me. So we were in the delivery room and my doctor was like, all right, we're gonna try a push. So I was like, all right, fine, we're finally here. We're finally at a part where I can give birth. So must say, mega try to push him out. We were there lying on the table, Ty is beside me, holding my hand. The nurses are on both sides. My doctor is in front of me. My legs are open. He's telling me, push through the contraction. So that's what I was trying to do. He's like, you need to push longer because you push too short and the screaming not help. I was like, well, I can't control the screaming because it's a natural reaction to pain. So he's like, you need to stop screaming, you need to breathe, and you need to push. I should have gone to the Lamaze classes. Guys, go to your Lamaze classes when you're pregnant. I did not go to mine. I was not prepared. No matter how much YouTube video you watch, no matter how much TikToks you watch, no matter how much research you do, you're never going to be prepared. I was not prepared. And I watched a lot of videos, a lot of documentaries, a lot of everything, and I was not prepared. So, I was there, and in my time I pushed through the contraction, so I was pushing. Now come down. No matter how much push, we were there pushing for half an hour. He was just not coming. Yes, stubborn as a mule. He was just not coming. I was pushing, he was not coming. Like, that boy made up his mind. He was like, I'm comfortable in here, I'm not gonna get my out. No, this is home and this is where I'm gonna stay. He was not coming. He was not coming out. So my doctor, that's the thing with him now. Oh my God, Ty, I'm filming a video. Ty is calling me. That's the thing with him now. He was like, you should only do C-sections as an emergency. That's his belief. So he's like, all right, remember him saying 3 more push and we'll get what you want. I give him the 3 push and him still wouldn't come down. So I got what I wanted. He was like, we've been doing this for half an hour now and the baby is still not coming down. I can feel him, but him just not come down. And then him say, all right, prepare the room for the C-section. Now this is the part where I'm like, well, this hospital is just foolishness. And this hospital is just rubbish because this is just unreasonable. And there's like 2 sides to this. Like, there's two point of views to this. My point of view is that I was in pain and it was time for the C-section, and the nurse turned to Ty and she was like, well, now you have to pay some money. And I can understand why people would ask for that, because I'm pretty sure people go in the operating room and do the surgery and then them give them a bill and them still not pay it. Understood. But here I am, traumatized, having a baby in pain, and then you gotta turn to my husband and ask him and tell him that now it's time to pay some money. Like, come on, really? Like, we had paid for natural birth. Okay, you have to make a deposit, which I'm sure you all know. Like, I figure say that's common knowledge. You have to make a deposit, and then you have to they pay the rest after. So because it was an emergency C-section, I made a deposit for a natural birth, but there's some more, you have to pay more money for C-section. Luckily, Ty and his father, they were prepared. Luckily, they had cash. Lucky, like, thank God, because imagine me in a pain. You gotta turn to him and tell him saying him need to pay some money now before me can go into the OR. Look at me and tell me so that's not just straight up bullshit. Like, what the hell? That's not just inconsiderate. So Ty did have to show them up. Like, he was like, what happened money? Like, what do you mean? I don't understand. Like, we couldn't go in the OR. I think we don't understand the severity of this. We could not go in the operating room unless we had paid for it. Like, my doctor was fine. I paid him for a natural birth as well, natural birth, yeah. But he was good. He never asked me for nothing. He was like, we can deal with the payment afterwards. And he's the one who's delivering the baby. I think I can't go in at the OR unless I pay my money. Like, when I think, couldn't understand, I was there on the table giving birth, and they were concerned about payment before I can go in at the OR, and the baby didn't have distress. Never going back there. And if I watch this, I'm never coming back, and then just lose a customer right there because of poor customer service. Like, what the hell? What the hell? The experience was terrible. Then I asked some money. The place did all. I was uncomfortable. Then I asked for money, which I can understand. I have to pay for the OR, but really, time and place, come on. Anyways, him pay the money, and my blackout again. I don't remember anything between them asking for the money and him saying that, all right, we're gonna get what you want. And when I reach when them rode me upon the thing, what them call it? The bed. Yeah, and I reach the OR. And then next thing I remember now is them giving me the spinal tap, which was, honestly, guys, that was the least painful moment in my delivery. I was happy for it. That was when all pain ended. I was glad to get it. Like, I did happy feet. And then they had me sign something, because when you're going in surgeries, you have to sign something. Guys, I think we need, like, doctors out there, I think we need like a better process. We need something different, because I probably just signed away my life and I did not know, because I was not going to read that long ass contract while in pain. Like, we need something. We need to do it before, or no, induced way. We need to do it before labor start. We need to do it before everything, before shit goes down, because I was in pain. I was readily going to sign it because I was in pain. I needed to get out of pain, so I'm gonna sign it. Like, I'm gonna know my sign, I'm gonna read nothing. I just signed because I wanted it to start. So, Eden, don't show them a sock pain on. Guys, the mitten's dirty, don't judge me. So, I go wash it, and in the meantime, him have socks for the man, yes. So, I sign it, I know my sign, and then she give me the something, and then it numbed me from the neck down. So, I was lying there on the bed, and then I'm started set up around me, and I was like, well, damn, it's time, isn't it? So Ty came in the room, and he was sitting beside me holding my hand, and then the lady was like, you're not going to feel anything from the neck down, it's all numb. Then I was like, yeah, sure, numb, come on, I feel none. So she held something, she rubbed some cold on my face, and I rubbed it on my chest, and I was like, well, I can feel it here but not there. She's like, yeah, good. Then she said that you're going to feel pressure but not pain. So then it started. They did their thing, cut me open, took him out, and that part of the experience was amazing, because then they took him out and I heard him, and then they rushed him over to the table. They didn't bring him to me. Rushed him over to the table and started checking him, everything, like, quickly. And then Ty went over there. I have a video, but I don't want to share. It's kind of personal, but yeah. And then I was looking the whole time, because I was like, my baby, it is finally over, and you're alive and healthy and sweet and beautiful. I was so happy. So that was amazing. And they took him to me, and then I rubbed his head. He was so precious. I was like, guys, I did that. I was like, I did this. I made that. This is me. I was so happy. I was so proud of myself, even though the experience was shit. I was so proud of myself. And then they took him to the what do you call it, the nursery. They ran out with him, gone with him to the nursery, and I was in there for like I don't even know how long. I had no perception of time around this time. So they had to close me up, clearly. And I was like, Ty, go with the baby before somebody steal him. So he went, because I'm afraid of that. I don't know why. I'm afraid of people thieving a baby out of the hospital or switching them. So you go with the baby, and I was there so happy. So guys, he was born on December 7th, 9:54 p.m. Yeah, a beautiful baby. He was big, guys. I didn't expect him to be so big. And could you believe that why the baby wouldn't come down, why Eden would not come down, is because his umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck twice. So he was like lodged in there, and he would not come down because he could not come down. So told the nurses who were telling me that you can push out the baby, you can do this. I'm guessing they were trying to motivate me, but at the time I was like, I can't push out the baby, him not come down, I need a C-section. And they were not listening to me because he would not come down. This is why he would not come down. This is why I'm telling them in a labor and not listen to me. Nobody was listening to me. Like I can't get up off of that mega sit down pan it. Nobody not listening to me. Yeah, you guys weren't listening to me. I understand, like I kinda can get it when I try and motivate me and I say, you can do it, go on, you can do it, you're a mom, go on, do it. Like I understand that, but y'all need to listen. Like we need to listen to people, we need to listen to the patients, because I know my body, I know how I feel, and I knew that the baby would not come down because he couldn't. That's the message I mean that I try get across to everybody. He could not come down and y'all were listening. So yeah guys, it was a very traumatic experience. Very traumatic. 0 out of 10, honestly. Like I wouldn't do that shit again, wouldn't recommend it. 0 out of 10. But 10 out of 10, my baby. So there's a good after all that, after the storm, there's a sunshine. So I got my sunshine, I got my blessing. It was just rough. The journey was rough, but we're here and it ended and I'm happy. So got him, they stitched me up. Then I went in the postnatal room and they took him to me. I met him during my pregnancy. I had gestational diabetes and I was anemic, so they had to check him for all of that, but he was good. And literally as I gave birth, whoop, the diabetes gone, so thank God. He was fine, we were fine. I met him, hugged him, it was magical, it was beautiful. Then came all the problems while I was in the postnatal room. Guys, initially when I was booking the hospital, I thought that my husband could stay with me. I thought that Ty would have been able to stay like during the night, because why not? But apparently visiting hours was between 11 and 2 and everybody had to leave. So I never have nobody there honestly with me after visiting hours. They make them get me on my slide sometimes and make them go over visiting hours, but I thought they could have somebody there, considering I just went through labor, considering that I just got a C-section and could barely move, considering that, you know, my body just got through enough trauma, would just get cut open and I have a catheter in me. It was hard to move. Baby I cry, I can't take him up because I'm in pain. You think it would have made sense for them make somebody stay there and help it, don't it? No, that wasn't the case. Everybody had to leave. I was supposed to bond with the baby. They left me there to bond with the baby. The mother has to bond with the baby, so she needs space, she needs her alone. I was like, what the hell? That don't even make sense. I'm in pain. He's crying, I'm in pain. I can't take him up because I can't move. What the hell? Make it make sense. So that's another bad thing. That's another con to that hospital that I will not talk about. If you don't want to know, like, message me privately. But I'm not going to blast them over YouTube. But you get me? Yeah. But that was terrible. So some nurses were amazing. I have like 2 nurses that I loved. Some of them were shit. Some of them had attitude. But yeah, it is what it is. Already been there, went through it, got over it. I'll never go back again. I'll never go back again. Yeah, I'm never going back. But yeah guys, so that was it. That's it for my labor and delivery story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got, I don't know from this entertainment. But yeah, I'm fine now. Motherhood is great. I am loving it. He's a good baby. He's calm and quiet. He laughs. He eat enough. But yeah, So that's it, guys. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And no one say in the end of it, like after all of this, they owed us money. Like after we pay the money and them are going to about our money, them end up owe we. Like I forgive you back money. That was probably the worst part. Them asking, it just came off insensitive in the moment. Like it just came off like, alright, we're gonna do this, but cut me that check first, like payment up front first. Blah, blah. Yeah, all of that. Which I try to be understanding and understand that people actually go in the room and them do them thing and then on pay on a bill. So I want to make it bad for the rest of us. But my God, time and place, like that should not have happened. That should not have happened when we're in a pain on the table bed and not ask money. But yeah, I was so happy to come out of there. I was so happy to get out of there. Like I left like 3 days after. They had to keep me there to check my vitals, because I just had because I had a C-section. They had to make sure that it was healing. My body was okay, blah blah blah, baby was okay, all that. So I got to go home, thank God, after I think 3 days. But I begged my doctor, like, allow me to leave, I need to go home. Yeah, so that was it. That's it for my labor and delivery story time. Like, yeah. Oh, you guys asked me some questions, which I don't know if I'm going to answer now. Probably in the next video. I probably still do a Q&A, like, yeah, because this video is long and I didn't want it to go over half an hour, but it probably might, I don't know. But you guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the end of my journey, my pregnancy journey. Thank you guys so much for staying with me throughout the journey. I normally post a lot of pregnancy content and I feel like everything came full circle. No, like after announcing it and then labor and yeah, I get it, yeah. So bye guys.